Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, Mega Crashers here, and I bring you guys a very quick yet very important follow-up video of the Smogon UnderUsed suspect test, which took place about a couple of weeks ago, and the Pokemon that they were suspect testing is Alakazam. Now, the suspect test is over, and the results are in right here, as you see. A 72.9% of the votes were in favor of the ban. So officially, that means that Alakazam is now banned from the UnderUsed tier. Now, with that being said, there's a small part of me that is actually pretty shocked, but there's also a relatively larger part of me that's like, you know what? It doesn't surprise me, and I kind of saw that coming. But let's go over the part that surprised me. It's the fact that this thing, first of all, has a very bad monotyping, that being Psychic. And what I mean by bad is bad defensively. Because think about it. You only resist two types, that being Psychic and that being Fighting. Now, Alakazam isn't meant to be a tank. It isn't meant to just soak up hits and stall out teams. That's not what it's meant to do. However, the thing does have really poor defenses, which means that it is very susceptible to being picked off clean with the likes of priority moves and really strong neutral attacks. And any Pokemon that could outspeed it could, depending on the variant, one-shot it or two-shot it if it has Focus Sash. Now, that's where all of its weaknesses stop. And that's where the big part comes in of how it doesn't surprise me that this thing got banned. First of all, the thing has Magic Guard, which means that it does not take damage from indirect damaging moves, such as statuses, such as recoil, such as weather. I mean, the thing, in order for you to damage it, you had to attack it directly. You can't toxic it, you can't burn it, you can't whittle it down in any way, shape, and form that way. So that means that even Entry Hazard stack isn't going to work against it. So the thing will essentially have Focus Sash intact 100%, unless of course it took damage prior. Then yeah, it's kind of useless at that point. But something else that amazes me about Alakazam and how it was able to be in UnderUsed for this long. First off, base 135 special attack, coupled with base 120 speed. That right there, like those two stats by itself are OU level, like really, really high OU level kind of stats in my opinion. You know what I mean? And the thing also has access to the likes of Calm Mind, which boosts the special attack and special defense by one stage. And then you could run 3 moves that gave it all the coverage that it needed. That being Psychic for stab, or it can run Psyshock if you want to be a pseudo-mixed attacker and target the physical defense of Pokemon that would otherwise switch in and be a special sponge against Alakazam. It would also run Shadow Ball and Focus Blast, and between those two moves by itself, perfect coverage right there. You know what I mean? Focus Blast takes care of its Dark-type weakness and also its resistance against Steel. You know what I mean? And Shadow Ball punishes its other weakness, that being to Ghost types. Now, of course, it also could run things like Dazzling Gleam. It could run the occasional Energy Ball to catch those really annoying Swamperts and bulky Water types. But generally speaking, with those 3 moves right there, you're pretty good. And let's also not forget that this thing can hold a Life Orb and have no recoil from it, because part of how Magic Guard works is, like I said, you have to be damaged directly in order for you to take damage with Magic Guard. Magic Guard negates the recoil of Life Orb, which means that this thing has a 30% boost in the power of its moves for free. You know what I mean? And if it gets a +1 Calm Mind boost, that's game. That is game right there. Anything that doesn't outspeed it or has priority, or doesn't have priority, goodbye. You know what I mean? The thing also has really good utility moves, such as Thunder Wave, such as Encore, Substitute, Taunt. You know, like, you could fit any of those moves in the 4th move slot, depending on what your team lacks. You know what I mean? So, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this whole thing. I mean, for the most part, as I said, it doesn't surprise me, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. 2 questions in the video here. Number 1, what are your guys' thoughts here on the Alakazam ban from Smogon UnderUsed? Do you agree with it? Do you not agree with it? You know, why or why not? You know, explain a little bit. And secondly, how is this going to affect the functionality of Alakazam now that it's banned from UnderUsed and you are forced to use it in Overused? Is it going to compromise its ability to perform in battle in any way, shape, and form? Let me know in the comment section down below. Personally thinking, I don't think that Alakazam is a bad Pokemon OU at all. I mean, like I said, like, with Magic Guard, you're immune to indirect damage, which means Entry Hazard Stack, forget about it. Sandstorm Hail, forget about it. Any status whittling down conditions, such as Toxic or Burn, forget about it. So, I mean, I think Alakazam is a good Pokemon overall, and it could be used in any tier. Well, obviously, you know, not any tier, because, you know, you wouldn't be able to use it in, like, Little Cup or whatever, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this video off right here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you fire off a like. Let's see if we can aim for a modest 10 likes. I mean, this video is just really meant to give you guys an update on the results of the Smogon UnderUsed suspect test. But, you know, if you guys enjoy the video, like I said, then, you know, fire off a like. It really does help. If you want more content like this, make sure you rate, comment, share this video, and subscribe today to Mega Crasher and the community, because you already know the deal by now, my friends. But we're a community packed tightly as one. You know that we shine brighter than the sun and the moon combined. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next upload!